Hi there, I'm Peter Davies. Welcome to a special World 2020 edition of Cricket Info Sports Centre. 12 teams have their eye on the prize in England this month. The inaugural event was in South Africa in 2007 and ended with India's dramatic 5-run victory over Pakistan at the Wanderers in Joburg. The event yielded a tie between the same two arch rivals, which saw the first bowl out at a World 2020 event. And no doubt the 2009 edition will provide similar lasting memories, so stay tuned for the next few minutes as we look at the teams and players to watch in 2009. First up, the reigning champions India. Their squad is blessed with talent that includes the hitting power of MS Dhoni and Virender Sehwag, plus the class of Suresh Raina and Gautam Gambhir, as well as Harbhajan Singh. It's a formidable mix, and anything less than victory in England will be classified as disappointment for close to 1 billion followers. The player to watch, though, perhaps Yuvraj Singh, the man who hit Stuart Broad for 6 sixes in an over in the inaugural 2020 champs in South Africa. He's also a handy spinner who took 2 hat-tricks in the recent IPL. Now, it's taken England some time to get its act together on the international stage, but they've only lost 1 game of their last 5 in 2020 cricket. No Andrew Flintoff, though. That's a major blow to their title hopes. They'll be hoping Kevin Peterson can overcome his niggling Achilles injury. He is the man to watch, an innovative hitter with the ability to put the same ball to just about any part of the ground. Although he provided little value in the IPL, he is made for this version of the game. Now, in the weird and wonderful world of 2020 cricket, Pakistan has been the most consistent side. They've lost only 3 times in 17 internationals. The multiple skills of Shoaib Malik and Shahid Afridi are key to their side's fortunes. Most importantly, they'll be hoping to claim their first world title since Imran Khan lifted the World Cup in Australia back in 1992. Pakistan, the best record, as we mentioned, of any international team. Coach Intikab Alam is predicting a strong showing from his team at the tournament. They finished runners-up in 2007 in South Africa, narrowly losing out to the Indians in that never-to-be-forgotten final. This is the only form of the game that Australia have struggled to come to grips with, winning just 11 of 21 internationals to date. They do have plenty of hitting power, though. David Warner, Andrew Simons, Brad Haddin, Ricky Ponting, and a versatile enough attack to give the tournament a shake. David Warner, he's our man to watch. Without power hitters Gilly and Haydos, they've retired. The heat is on. Warner to provide that top-order spark. If the little left-hander gets going, Australia can make some noise in this tournament. Just like Australia, the South Africans have not quite grabbed the game by the throat just yet. They've won 11 out of 19 clashes. But with players such as A.B. de Villiers, Graham Smith, J.P. Duminy and the new sensation Rula Fanamava in their ranks, they're going to be a danger. The man to watch, we reckon, Albie Morkel, up and running already. He's a formidable player. His fast medium bowling can be hard to handle, and he's one of the cleanest hitters on the planet. They failed to make the semis on home turf last time around, but South Africa, they've got the potential to go all the way this time around. Let's go to the Kiwis now. They should be a handful as well, with Brendan McCallum, Ross Taylor, Jesse Ryder and Jacob Oram in their batting lineup. They're capable of posting big totals. Put in skipper Daniel Vettori's spin into the mix. They've got the potential to put the brakes on the opposition's scoring rate. Jacob Oram, the big man, he's our man to watch. He's established himself as one of the team's most reliable players, and quite naturally his absence is felt whenever he's missing. If the injury-prone all-rounder hits his straps, though, he could create enormous pain for opposition sides with both bat and ball. Sri Lanka will be making their first tour since their tour bus came under fire by terrorists in Lahore in March. One of their key players is Lasith Malinga, the bowler with a slinger action. He's been in fantastic form in the IPL, and at his best is hard to keep out, let alone smash. It's bound to be an emotional trip for those who were there in Pakistan on that fateful day. Coach Trevor Bayliss has admitted there will be some nerves ahead of their tournament opener against Australia on June the 8th. Last time around, Sri Lanka needed to beat the Aussies to make the final 4, but they came up short. Now, some cynics have suggested that even this form of the game might be too long for the attention spans of some of the West Indies cricketers. They need the likes of Chris Gayle, Ramresh Sarwan and Dwayne Bravo to fire to trouble those top sides. And if they do, they could be an outside threat. Gayle has been on record recently as saying he wouldn't miss Test cricket. And I'll tell you what, few would argue that the explosive Jamaican's batting is ideally suited to this abbreviated form of the game. He was the first player to score an international 2020 ton against South Africa in the opening game of the last tournament. Finally, what about Bangladesh? In 10 international 2020 games, they've produced only 1 win against a top-tier side. That was the West Indies. The player to watch, though, Mohammad Ashraful. And sure, you wouldn't put your hard-earned on them, but if the stars are aligned, they can score in a hurry. Can the Tigers? They don't have a great record in the shortest form of the game. They've lost their last 6 and should be no more than nuisance factor, really. But then again, this is the unpredictable side that once upset the mighty Aussies in a one-dayer in Cardiff. Scotland, Ireland and the Netherlands make up the numbers, but in the unpredictable world of 2020, there's probably no such thing. Enjoy the tournament, which gets going on the 5th of June, with a final at Lords on the 21st of June. And that's all from this special edition of Cricket Info Sports Centre for now. But do keep visiting the website for comprehensive live coverage, plus the best features, news and analysis. I'm Peter Davies. It's bye for now.